What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. Now, I wanted to start off these reviews with Mantis because this is a free-to-play character that everybody can get, and she's actually really fun. And it's the first uniform that she ever has gotten. Should have got one a long time ago, but finally we have it. Now, is it a deserving uniform? Yeah, it's a pretty damn good uniform. It's not the strongest by any means, but it's a very easy to play uniform. It's very fun. She has a lot of great survivability. She does look a little funny in the face. I'm not going to lie. I do think she looks a little weird in the face. But what we're going to do today, guys, is we're actually going to do a little run where I'm going to use a previous build of Mantis, and then I'm going to use a much better build and see what the damage difference is with her. Because you're actually going to see, guys, that even with a subpar build, she's actually quite strong, has quite a bit of power. So currently right now, guys, I have 68,000 energy attack. In the first run that you guys are going to watch against Null with Mantis, I actually had 58,000 energy attack. And in my detail page, I actually had 186% critical damage, I believe, in my first run against Null. And then when I jacked her up, now we have max 200% critical damage. And, you know, having 58,000 versus 68,000 energy attack is a huge difference. And going from 186 to 200% critical damage is also a big difference. I also had 45% ignore defense in the first run that I did, whereas now I have max ignore defense. So we have a really good build here, whereas in the first build, it wasn't that great. And I'm going to use the same exact obelisk for both of these runs. I want to try to do something a little bit different and unique with Mantis. In the first run that you guys can watch, there's no Uru's Honor. I have, you know, all mythic energy attack Uru's Honor, and then I just have one critical damage to max out her critical damage. I could also put some Odin's Blessings on her if I really wanted to, but I really don't think with a character like Mantis you really need to do that. Now, they've done so much for this character, guys. I mean, they have the instant cancel, awaken skill. There's nothing special about the awaken skill, but the fact that you can instant cancel is awesome. It really makes her super proc friendly. We've already talked about the passive, the 1, the 2, right? Some iframes in there. She has the remove all debuff here on her third skill, which does help her survivability. She also has immunity. She has the accumulation. They did a good job, honestly, with her kit. They gave her a damage proc on the fourth skill, which is also very good, and the 30% heal. They gave her, you know, some good AoE, the extra 50% of attack here on this fifth skill, and you can just cancel the third, get the accumulation, cancel the 5, get all the residual damage from it, and then go straight into the 4, right? Like, she's a really complete character. And then on top of the 30% heal that she gets from her skill, she also has a revive passive where she gets below 90% HP. She's going to start getting a 5% recovery every 3 seconds. That is awesome, man. That is really lit. So whenever you're sitting in your toxic meteorites or whatever, this could kick in and she'll start, you know, doing a whole lot better. Now, when it comes to playing Mantis, guys, she's really easy. It is literally 3 awaken skill, 5, 4, and her skills look pretty damn awesome, I have to say. I do like them. Now, I do apologize, guys, for the lag that you're about to see, but that's it. It's literally 3 awaken skill, 5, 4, and you're good to go. You get the proc on the 4 plus the damage proc that's already built into the 4 and get it done. And like I said in my previous video, or not my previous video, but my original initial thoughts video, is that the only thing I don't like about Mantis is that her 4 skill leaves her rooted, where she's just out in the open. She isn't an iframe. She can take a lot of damn damage. It's the only thing I don't like. Now, here I have a stage 6 Power Angry Hawk set, and the original build, it was a little bit less than this thing. It was like a stage 5, no artifact, and I'm going to run the same exact obelisk in both these runs. So the difference in damage that you guys are going to see is because I put Uru's on her. It's because I changed it from a stage 5 to a stage 6 Power Angry Hawk set. And it's because the uniform is now mythic, where in the original run, the first run that I'll show you, it's actually normal. Now, as far as her uniform effect gives her, you know, the instant chance to become immune to damage, increased mind damage, which is nice. By the way, guys, she can work with a judgment, but I don't know if I'd put a judgment on her. I mean, it might be godly on her, but I don't know if I'd really put a judgment on her because I don't think her damage is really good enough to justify that, unless Mantis is one of your favorite characters, and obviously go all out, go crazy on her, right? But her uniform options are, you know, Quicksilver, and this is a real bummer that it's this uniform was full price. And then the second uniform is actually Arrow, which is kind of a bummer because that is a paywall character. And then you have Spider-Man. This one's actually really good. You have Moon Knight, really, really good. And then you have Taskmaster, really, really good. So the options where you have the ignore defense is good. You get an extra dodge here and all attack, critical damage, critical rate, whatever. This is a really good option as well, you know? So that's actually pretty awesome. The first two options, unfortunately, are not the greatest. So let's see what this girl can do, right? Let's check it out and see what her damage is actually going to be, all right? So this is with her weak build, right? This is with no Urus. This is with a normal ranked uniform, stage 5 Power Ranger Dog set. And this is stage 40, 25 against Null, right? A very, very weak build. Nothing, just equipping the uniform is all I did. And you guys can see that her damage is actually quite respectful. Mantis has got a good amount of power and a good amount of survivability. Now, granted, this is stage 25, so we're not really, really high up there in the top echelons. But for a character like Mantis to maybe perform in high echelons of World Boss, you would obviously need, probably a CTP on her. The thing about Mantis, though, guys, is that she's a blast female hero. We just got Sharon Rogers, level 80. We have Blue Dragon. We just have other characters that can easily, like, they're blast females, and they're just going to be a lot stronger than Mantis, right? So that's kind of the thing. Sharon Rogers is a completely free-to-play character, and after what they did to Sharon Rogers, by the way, in this update, able to delay her 3 makes her a lot more proc-friendly than what she was before. So people are just going to use a character like that instead of a character like Mantis. Mantis is really a character that you're just going to want to have either because you love her or because you maybe want to try out that passive that she has in, maybe PvP modes, right? Or in AC, right? That likes to be useful in AC as well. That's kind of the thing about the character, right? She's a character that you're really just building up because you like her, you want to have a little fun with her, and she is fun, guys. Like, her movement speed is amazing, which is great. I mean, she just runs around. She got legs that just don't quit, which is awesome. I mean, you don't have to really worry about her dying too much. She has good survivability. Like, she really is a complete package, other than the fact that her damage isn't outstanding, right? It's not ridiculous damage. And to be perfectly frank with you guys, I really am to the point now, whenever I review characters, I really get tired of always saying the same things like, oh, the level 80s are just going to outshine them and blah, blah, blah. Games are all about fun, right? Games are all about having a good time. And, in order to have a good time in a game, you need to have fun with your favorite characters. And Mantis, there are a lot of people that really love Mantis. I love Mantis. I think she's great. Love the actress. I think she's an absolutely beautiful woman. And I really would love, I really love playing with the character, right? They did a great job on a rework where she's actually fun. She's useful. She's playable, right? This is a whole lot better than what she was before. And, we all knew that they probably weren't going to make her OP as hell, right? Because of the level 80s and all that crap. But you can still enjoy playing a character like this. You can still have a lot of fun. Now, I have noticed that sometimes her proc doesn't trigger, which is kind of annoying, right? Sometimes it don't trigger, or it triggers late. And this is where a judgment might be actually better, because that thing will proc much faster than a regular proc, right? So that's something else to keep in mind, guys. Like, we are losing damage because her proc wants to come so late sometimes. And, we're losing a good bar of damage every time that happens. And that's a lot. That's a lot. But this will provide you guys as far as, what the difference is in damage when you just keep the same obelisk and you use, you upgrade by putting Urus on the character, you mythic their uniform, right? Change your uniform stats, which best suits the character depending on your card setups, right? But I mean, I actually am loving Mantis. I'm actually thinking she's a really fun character to play, and I'm having a good time with her. Like I said earlier, guys, you don't always have to play with meta characters. It doesn't always have to be these characters that, stage 99, whatever, Null and Mephisto, and then that's all good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think that those things are awesome. But characters like this, it's good to have a little fun with them, because if you play with the same characters over and over and over, games get boring. Right? I mean, even if it's your favorite character, right? If you play with your favorite character for months and months and months, you'll get to the point to where, man, I want to play with someone else. I've been playing with my character forever. I still love them, blah, blah, blah. But I want to play with someone else, right? And Mantis kind of fills that void. Characters like her fill that void, right? you can still take her in here. Yeah, you might have to drop your World Boss Legends a little bit, but you can still have a good time playing the character. Now, I don't want to finish this fight because this is not my World Boss of the day, right? It's not my World Boss of the day, but I mean, 31 seconds to spare, guys. 31 seconds to spare, and we have about 3 bars to go, okay? And now we're going with the run where we have a mythic uniform and we have Urus on the character, right? And of course, you know, a stage 6 Power Ranger Rock set instead of a stage 5 set, right? And there would have been even more of a difference if I would have put a CTP on her. But in truth, guys, I really just didn't see the point in doing that. I mean, I can, but all I had was like Mighties lying around. I didn't really want to put a Mighty on her, in all honesty, because I don't think this is a character that you really should be putting Mighty CTPs on. Those things require a lot of investment. And I feel you're better off to put those on your, you know, your OP characters that you're using to push World Boss or ABX or ABL, whatever the case may be. And Mantis just isn't that character. This is just a character that you're having some fun with and getting a change up from your meta characters, right? That's what she is, right? A character to have a good time with. Now, is she worth the crystals for that reason? Well, to me, yes, absolutely. To other players, maybe not. I don't really know. I can't speak for all the players out there. I don't have no idea how players would feel about that, right? But I know there's a lot of you out there that kind of have a similar perspective as me, is where like you just get bored playing with the same characters over and over and over, and it's nice to have someone different. And I just, by the way, I just love that little AoE bubble that she has around her. That is so cool, right? But she's fun. She's quality. She's fun. She's a good character. If you're conserving on crystals, guys, then I wouldn't recommend buying it. But if you have the spare crystals, you want to have another character to have a little fun with, maybe you want to try to use her in PvP for that decreased damage received from supervillains and superheroes, right? Maybe give her a PvP build. Don't know how well she performed, but she does got heals in her kit. She might do okay. You never know. I mean, I really have no idea, but I think that 4 is going to leave her vulnerable. I think she's going to get friggin' one shot whenever she does that damn thing, because she's just going to be out in the open, man. I really wish they would have just gave her an iframe there instead, but it is what it is, right? I guess you can't have everything. But as you guys can see, she's plowing through this stage faster than what she plowed through the first round, right? Same obelisk, right? The same exact obelisk. And what this video is just going to show you guys is that whenever you do upgrade your characters and whenever you do put Urus on them, you level up their uniforms, you're going to see a stark difference in their damage. And really, you'll see even a stark difference in their survivability, because, you know, with the uniform, you can actually add HP if you choose to do so. You can actually gain more HP. And whenever the characters have heals in their kit, like Mantis, and you give them more native HP or more higher HP, they're going to heal for a higher amount, right? It will increase their survivability. It's really, really nice. And again, I'm not going to try to clear this. I just want to, you know, get to the end, show you guys how long it takes to go to the final phase, right? And yeah, not bad, right? Not bad at all. I mean, we got 2 minutes to spare and we're down to 10 bars. So she's doing really, really good. And if I slapped a CTP on her, she would do a whole lot better, right? She would do a lot more damage than what I'm showing, because those things make a huge difference, big time. I mean, you could put a CTP of energy on her, guys. Get all the extra chain hit damage. She does a lot of hits. That would synergize with her really, really well. Or you could put a Mighty Destruction if you choose to do so. Give her a little hybrid build. Maybe if you want to try to use her in PvP, give her a little extra penetration, right? But she can tank, you know, stage 25, she can actually tank that attack, which is pretty damn cool, right? That's pretty cool. Now, remember, we had 31 seconds left to spare, and we were down to 4 bars, right? And look at this, right? Look at this. And now, I didn't even get my proc. Look at that. I didn't even get my proc on that last rotation. Didn't even get the proc. We would have done more damage. We would have got down to the 2nd bar easily, right? And this is at a minute 17. So you're seeing a, you know, about a 50-second difference. Now, to be fair, this was a bit better run because I used my co-op skill than the first run. But a 50-second difference, guys, is really, really good. Say I take 10 seconds off it and say it was just a 40-second improvement over the first run, since I used my co-op skill, since it was a little bit better run, right? 40 seconds is a lot, right? That might be the difference between, you know, 2 stages higher than what she normally could do, right? So That's really, really good, right? So, I mean, am I impressed with Mantis as far as her damage? I mean, she's pretty strong. Am I impressed? No, not really. Do I think you really need her? No, I don't. Do I think she could be a useful character for you in certain game modes? Yeah, I do. I do think she could be useful, especially because of her decreased damage received from superheroes and supervillains. I think that could be very useful, especially if you're an AC player, maybe in the new PvP game mode. I doubt in timeline, but maybe. But in all reality, you don't need to buy the uniform. You really don't need it. But if you love Mantis, you want to have another character to have a lot of fun with, then I think she's a good choice to go for. So guys, let me know what you think about Mantis. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. DW7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.